Most small businesses waste hundreds chasing new customers, but the real profit comes from the ones already walking through your door. What if the fix isn't more ads, but the smarter punch card your customers actually love using? Here's how a simple digital stamp card quietly doubles repeat visits without lifting your ad budget. If you're a small to medium-sized business owner, you definitely want to include stamps into your application. Customers will return more frequently, and here are 4 reasons why you should definitely use stamps. I have here coffee stamps, but it would apply for any other niche definitely. So they drive repeated purchases. Customers return to actually fill their card. You see, there it is. We have 1 coffee bought, and I can see that we have 3 more coffees to go till I get my free coffees. This ensures a predictable revenue stream. Second, if you are going to go in to fill in your row, then most probably maybe you are going to go with a friend, and therefore you are going to buy him or her another cup of coffee. So it boosts average order value very much. Now, third, builds emotional loyalty. When they open up the app, they see, how many stamps they have. They actually have time with your business together. Therefore, each time they go into the app, they are going to get more stickier and stickier to your products. Finally, number 4, it simplifies retention marketing. Instead of juggling promo codes or discounts or just sending out emails to your followers with, blindly, this is a simple in-app way to make your customers come back over and over again. Okay, so here is the app that I just built for this demo project. It has this list of how many coffees you need to buy before you are going to get a free one. And we have 3 buttons. Making a purchase. When those 4 are collected, then you can redeem your free coffee, and then you can reset all of the database. I'm going to get into the code in just a second, but let me just show you how this works. So let's just make another purchase, another one, and you see it just updates the UI. Buy 1 more to unlock your free coffee, and let's do that. And once that's done, the UI changes and the redeem free coffee appears. And then, just go to the teller and say, okay, I have a free coffee. And then you just redeem your coffee. And then it just sets back to this. And then, just do some more. And this is just for me. You can just reset all. Okay, so how does this look in code and what we are going to learn about today? So this is our code. Let me just go through real quickly. Here we have purchases, redemptions, and then the stamps store. I'm just storing this locally. So we have user defaults. Basically, we have a stamp progress, make a purchase, redeem the reward, reset all, load data, and save the data. Go ahead. Feel free to just pause the video if you are interested in the details of that. And then we have our content view. Let me just make this a little bit larger. So we have all of these grids and then the label for buying, how many you need to buy and reward unlocked. And then we have our buttons, the actions right over here. Pretty straightforward. But what we are going to talk about today in terms of code is that currently this is set to 4. And this should be actually dynamic. Business owners should be able to just, say I'm going to give 1 extra coffee, a free coffee after 4, 5, 10, whatever number. But currently it's just set to 4. As you can see, we have 4 coffees right over here. So we want to make this universal. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and add a number right over here that will be set up by the business owner, backend on the backend and all of that. But for now, this place is really, really nice. So I'm just going to say stamps count. And let's just go for 4. that's the default one right over here. And what I'm going to do is just go through the code and I'm going to replace these. So first of all, we have a lazy vertical grid with 4 columns. And then we have this for each. It goes from 0 till 3, as you can see right over here, not until 4. So I'm just going to replace that stems count 4. And this is just the cell that we have over here and some logic for it. And then we have not the top padding of 4, that's just the padding. We want to have the actual display right over here. So buy X more to unlock your free coffee. That's right over here. So we're going to have our stamp count minus the stamps process from the store. Okay. And then let's just see on the buttons. Basically, that's it. Let me just build and run once more and let's see if this worked. Build has succeeded. There we go. Yeah. It's just counting down. We have our 4 coffees. Let's just see if it's just going to redeem the coffee. There we go. And maybe we are also going to test the reset on. Okay, that's great. Now, that's 4 coffees. Let's see if I'm going to have 14 coffees. So after 14 coffees, the customer will get a free one. So let's just see that. And you can see now I just changed one number. That's really, really important because of flexibility. So the business owner could just do that on the back end. So we have our 14 coffees right over here. And now this is scrollable. So, if we are on a smaller device, this will look, it will just not squash the UI. So let's do that. Let's just purchase some. Oh, we have an issue right over here. Let's redeem. So after 4, it's just going to redeem it. There we go. There we go. So now we have a problem. So we did change it on the UI, but we did not change it under the logic. So what I'm going to do is just move this stamps count into the logic part, into the stamp store. So let's just do that first. Let's just jump to definition. And let's first figure out where that logic lives. So most probably that's where we are redeeming. So redeem available. There we go. Well, actually, this is going to be done when we are saving, if I'm correct. Okay, let's just see. Can we see a number 4 right over here? Well, we can. It's right over here, paid, stamps progress, and right over here. So let me just go back and copy this out, the stamps count. And I'm just going to actually cut it out and then put it right over here. It's in the stamp store, a little bit closer to the business owner where it's going to set it. So this is a good. So stamps count, I'm just going to repeat this. So this is basically checking if we are at the last one. So I'm just going to also set this up. There we go. And then we are going to see if we actually need to enable the reward available Boolean. So it should be available. And I believe that's it. Let me just skim through all of these now. Loading, saving, that's different. So now what I want to do is just go back. Now we are going to have errors right over here, but we do have available our store. So we just go store.stamps count. And then right over here, store.stamps count. Okay, let's build and run one more time. Hopefully I just replaced it in all of the places. Yes, build has succeeded. Great. And now you see we did actually tap on it. Let's redeem our free code. By the way, let's reset all. Okay, so let's make a purchase. Another one. There we go. It's just going all the way up till the 14th, and then we can redeem our free coffee. Everything is set up to the default values. And as I was I promised you that I'm just going to show you what if all of this has a lot of stamps. So let's just go for 44 maybe. I know this is kind of ridiculous, but it has to work for all types of requests. So we have a lot right over here, and therefore this turns into a scroll view just like that. And of course, if you just purchase a new one, I just had 2 more, and you see we just added these 2 right over here. Of course, this is kind of ridiculous, but as a developer, I want to make sure that the UI stays consistent throughout all of the devices. If this got you thinking, don't let it just be an idea that fades by tomorrow. Hit the link in the description. I've laid out a simple step-by-step to build your own digital stamp system. You'll see how to add it inside your app, test it with real customers, and start turning one-time buyers into regulars this month.